I think you meant to jump up here. Oh shit, I missed. There's a gun here. Oh, right now it's just spazzing out. So many enemies. Hello guys. Today I wanted to make my first devlog video for this game that I'm trying to develop. But instead I ended up recording some of my first ever tries at making a game. So I thought that would be fun to show. So this will be more of a prelude, and then from then on in this series I'll talk through the progress that I have. We're trying to make my first game, I guess. Yeah, I won't be teaching anything in this series. Mainly it's probably like more informal, talk through the process, some of my ideas and thoughts about what's happening during this development. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. So when I mean I haven't created a game yet, I mean that I haven't made one and released it to the public. So these are some of the projects I tried making in the past. So I think this was my first attempt at making an actual horror game. It's just called Horror Game. Okay, so we're inside Horror Game project. And that took almost like 10 minutes to load because the shaders were still compiling. We're in this test map. I've also got like this body, which has 4-way movements, maybe 8 directional movements. And let's see what we have here. And just grab it. Try to press E. Yep. So I think this was the last thing I tried to develop before I abandoned this project. It was a melee system. But every time I look up and down, the arm didn't follow. And I don't even think... Oh, you can attack. I think if I pick up this gun... So that had a switch function. So the gun doesn't move either. So there is no aim offset on any of the weapons. Can I fire? Yep. But there's no aim down sights. I also think I followed a tutorial on this highlighting shader. It was pretty cool. If this flashlight works, it's cool. Let's just do another inspection. So I like how I can move my mouse and it rotates. Every time I move my mouse up and down, it doesn't rotate the way I want it. Like it's slightly off center. And it's like rotating diagonally. Oh yeah, I think these things fill up my gauge, that blue line. I forgot how to do it. I remember I could slow down time. I have a sprint bar at the top. I think I was trying to make like a fear horror game where I can slow down time and shoot some enemies. Let's find out which button was to slow down time. Okay, so I found the button that I used for slow-mo. And it looks like it was Z. And I was using just the normal action mapping rather than the enhance input action. Oh, let's jump and press Z. Yep, I can slow down time and speed it back up. I also had a cool sound effect. Let's try to find... I think there was an enemy here. Nope. But there's more guns here, I think. Let's try to slow down time while shooting. You can like rotate. You can see my shadow there. So I found this test map. I think I was trying a few objectives and story sequences. Let's just give this a quick play.
I need to take a piss. I shouldn't have drank so much water before going to bed.
Yeah, I remember using some AI voice. Create the voiceover for this game. Oh, I'm lying down here with my wife. Get up. I remember it took me a while to figure out how to get this character to lie down. Ooh, I can't open drawers, and there's a gun in here. Might be a bit dark. Ooh.
It's so dark. I can barely see anything.
Yep, he read my mind. So I need to find the light switch. And I think I need to pee. I like the camera view, so you can't look down. Yeah, you have to wait till you're done taking a leak. And yep, don't forget to flush. I have a dog barking now. This guy. I turn on the lights and wake up my wife. You want to go out? Oh, there he goes. It's funny, I actually don't have the sound attached to the dog, so it just sounds like he's just barking right in my ear. What is this? Oh, there he is. Oh. Some door
It's
opening.
nothing. I should get back to bed.
So that one had directional sound. Go back to bed. Close the door. Close these lights before going to sleep. Lie back down. Did the light turn back on? Close the lights. Okay. I remember there being a jump scare here. Maybe I didn't trigger it. Oop. Now the lights are blinking. Oh snap. The knife. My dog. Now phone is ringing. Is this another knife? I think I was doing a test. You can pick it up at least. Answer the phone. I think. Oh shit! I don't know. You can't see it. The shader's gone from the monster there that kills you. But yeah, it was quite messy. I remember working on this for quite a while, and coming up with the story sequence was also hard. But I think this person's meant to appear here. So she's meant to appear there while you're walking down, but I guess it disappeared quickly, so I couldn't see it. And also here, she's meant to appear after you turn off the lights to jump scare you, but that didn't trigger for some reason. So I found this other level that I was trying a few things, mainly I think cutscenes and a enemy spawner. I think it's like a looping system. So if I start here, let's press play here. There's a cutscene. I was testing a few death animations. I think if you walk towards the end of this, you get teleported. Let's try. Yep, just like that. And you can see there's a bunch of enemies getting spawned at the moment. I think you meant to jump up here. Oh shit, I missed. There's a gun here. Oh, right now it's just spazzing out. So many enemies. And I think you just keep looping until you killed all of them, but that's not gonna happen. Well, that was something. Oh, and the lights are actually meant to be off. So if you turn off the lights, you only see this like one road here. You're meant to go towards this light. See that the car is here. You get teleported. And now these monsters are appearing to come and get you. I think that's how the sequence was actually meant to go. So recently I've just been making simpler menu systems. I think I followed a YouTube tutorial. I'll leave a link to that in the description. But if you press play here, you can see that we have options with like 3D backgrounds. And like the camera dynamically moves to the next option, which was pretty cool. I think I didn't do anything with these buttons, but you can return back to the menu. Also quit the game. So I might be using something like this in the future. But yeah, I thought this one was cool. And I also found this map where I tried creating all these assets. And I was using Substance Designer to make these tileable maps here. And I also sculpted this guy in ZBrush, which was supposed to... Fuck, that's loud. So he was meant to be the enemy throughout the game. And it's pretty cool, this thing had reflections. Let me just delete this guy. And I was just practicing materials in this scene here. It's like a cool little diorama thing going on here. So this was actually the main reason for this project. So I modeled everything in here, and I based it off the layout of the Silent Hill diner. So it was meant to be like a first-person shooter with some slowdown mechanics like Fear. I lost most of the test footage I had of this place, but I did find a few on my phone, so I'll show that. So I'll show that now. And also these guys, they had these glowing like orbs in their body, which when it was dark you could easily see and shoot at, and they would like explode, and it would be like a critical hit. As I walk through it now, they actually don't react. They don't react when I'm in front of them for some reason. It's still cool to walk around in this setting again. I found this video of same map but in a third person perspective, which I thought was pretty cool. Just I think I like this style compared to the first person view. Just makes everything look fluid, I don't know, like dynamic. So I think in the future I want to make a third person shooter instead. But yeah, having to deal with animations, which is why I decided to try to make a first person shooter instead. So I don't have to show the body and I don't have to create the animations as well. So but yeah, this angle is always cool to me. And also I found this other video going way back. So this was like before I even start working on the diner. I actually had it set in a gas station, and I had no enemies, and it was just a few line traces and trigger events which will like pop the lights in here. But yeah, so learned a lot in this project. Mainly it was just following tutorials, which I obviously realized after stringing a few of them together that I encountered many bugs. But at the time, yeah, I was unsure as what I was doing. I was just blindly following tutorials. But yeah, recently it's all made sense now. After solving many bugs, I've got a better understanding of how Unreal works, and I feel more comfortable developing my own way of working. So I found like an extended version of this diner map that I was trying to make, and a different color scheme inside. But not only that, like I had this whole kitchen in the back with also a like an office and also like a locker room area. Oh, so I ended up just doing the layout but never got to actually develop a story, even though I had something on in my mind of how the story would have played out. But yeah, it was cool, like even practicing layout design, trying to create loops for like enemy encounters. Yeah, and like plan the where keys will be placed and where the locked doors will be locked. So I think I was getting a bit too excited actually, because like my idea was fairly large for the little experience I had within Unreal. I think I need to downsize the actual game and start off something small. It was like I made a lot of things here, but I think I just got frustrated every time something broke, and there was just like a mountain of things to do. And I was also trying to model each of these instead of like buying an asset pack. So that took a lot of time as well. So I still consider myself a beginner in Unreal. Maybe not a complete beginner. I've done quite a few things now. But since there's like so many things to learn in Unreal, I still see like a mountain of things to improve on. Yeah, and hopefully like making this series where I try to actually make a game will force me to put something out there for other people to play. But yeah, overall this project was something that I'll remember. Very messy, lots of tutorials and nights spent fixing stuff, but yeah, ultimately I learned a lot of things and will use my experience to hopefully make something cool. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye.